Hi guys, we're here with Callaway in Marbella, and I've caught up with Callaway staff player and former world long drive champion Joe Miller.
Good to see you.
Joe? You right? How you doing?
All good.
Good stuff. Joe, could you just paint a picture for the GolfMagic reader about what goes on at the World Long Drive Championships and how tough it is to win?
It's definitely a tough one to win. But the event itself is just a pure adrenaline blast. You know, it's you know, you got the music, you got the crowd cheering. It's in Vegas at night under the floodlights. It's just an all-out, you know, pure adrenaline rush. And yeah, it's a tough one to win.
You've been fortunate enough to win it?
I was fortunate enough. 2010 obviously won it. 2013 come second, and obviously this year third. So I'm always in the mix, but it just goes to prove, you know, it is a tough one to win.
Absolutely. Could you just give us an idea of some of your numbers, so sort of your spin rates and your launch, and the type of driver that you're using at the moment?
Okay, so I've got basically at the moment, I've been using the X2. This is a 2-degree driver.
Yep.
50 inches standing upright, triple X shaft. Club head speeds over 150.
Okay.
You know, in full out competition mode. So 150 club head speed, ball speed upwards of 220 to 225.
Wow.
Launch angles around 15, spin rates about 1700.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of numbers that we look for, you know, more than anything.
Okay. And a typical day in the life of Joe Miller? You know, down the gym, down the range?
It's typical day is pretty much eat, gym, eat, go to the driving range, and eat a couple more times, and then off to bed. And you know, that's kind of the regiment, especially when it comes to competition mode, definitely.
Cool. And what got you into long driving? Was it, you know, was it Happy Gilmore or anything like that?
It was no, actually I was before Happy Gilmore, so you know, I could always hit it a long way. Loved hitting, I loved playing golf, but at the same time loved hitting the ball as hard as I could. And fortunately, I found my path in long drive, and you know, it's been a successful ride ever since.
Absolutely. And one power drill for the GolfMagic reader.
Power drills. Set one up.
Yeah, great.
Okay. For long drive, I like the main thing is moving the ball a bit forward in the stance. Okay, it's going to promote the right angles of attack into the ball. Okay, so if I've got let's say that's the middle. Okay, what we want to be looking for, all guys, this is for everyone, is teeing it more off the left shoulder. Okay, that's the center of the swing. Okay, don't go by what your feet or how your feet feel. So you can take a wide stance, the ball's in the middle then, or you can take a real narrow stance and it's outside. So always go off your left off your left shoulder. Get the feeling that the left shoulder's a bit more straighter and it's a bit more forward in the stance. Another one, as soon as that happens, guys say, well, how do I reach that ball from there? Because it feels like, I'm out here. How do I get to that ball? I'm going to have to come this way. So that's where the spine tilt comes in. Okay, so with the lateral bend in the spine here, if that was dead straight, okay, my ball position's forward there. You see it? Our spine tilt has to change here. Okay, it has to lean this way, and this is one of the things that will stay constant throughout the whole swing. At impact, at address, you're always going to be tilted behind the ball here. So at the angle there, and it's forward in the stance, I feel like I'm going to try and hit it much more in the up part of the swing here, not down across the ball, and giving us the wrong sort of spin. So a few light ones just to start. So ball's teed up a bit high, more forward in my stance. Going to put that spine tilt in, give it a few swings. That's in someone's garage. A couple of other things that we really focus on, okay, there's more that I've been focusing on lately, is a lot of the wrist hinges and wrist movements for me. Okay, so we're talking, everyone hears about lag and how the clubs kind of trails behind the body. But that's only done through creating angles in the swing. So getting it to the top again here. How many times do you see guys, you hear the casting movement, comes over the top, all the power's gone from the bends in the wrist. It's here, it's out to the in. It's just a bad leak. So what we focus on here is when you get to the top here, number one is bringing that right elbow down. Okay, that right elbow comes down first, very tucked in. Okay, the angles here will help. Spine tilt will help with that. Obviously, if I'm kind of this way, it's hard for me to tuck the elbow in. But getting it to the top of the swing, spine tilts back, right elbow comes forward, and just feeling that right elbow coming in all the way here. And then in the last minute, you're going to get the swivel and the uncocking of the left wrist. Okay, so that swivel, okay, very fast in a golf swing. And then you got the kind of the hammer type movement is obviously another very powerful movement, and that comes in at the last minute. Okay, so if that's uncocking the wrist or unhinging it, that's what happens last minute in a golf swing to create a lot of power. You bring it in to this point here. Okay, from there, it's going to swivel. Okay, there's this fast part, and at the same time, straighten and unhinge that wrist into a straight position. That's pretty much where a lot of the power, you get a lot of club head speed from that position there. So, good drill, getting down to that halfway position here, okay, and just feeling flat left wrist, okay, bent right wrist, and just feel that kind of unwind, a couple of pumps like that, and then go ahead and hit it at the same time. I'll get it to there, just feel it. You can go ahead and swing. And that's a good one for anyone who's looking to, to get that better impact position, to increase that club head speed as well.